Guys, we are back once again for week 2 of Plunder and Peril. Man, there's the faces.
Week 3, actually.
But the first week was week 0 because it was only character creation.
Oh!
See?
No cap.
Think about you. You're on top of things.
We have backwards weeks. I was having a good day until the government took my hour. And all of a sudden, everything went bad.
Would you rather wake up at 5 a.m. because it's daylight, though?
I don't think the light can affect me down here.
In the basement?
In the deep darkness. It actually, so there are windows at the top, but I'm in like a semi-submerged lair. It sounds so weird to say that, yet it is true.
I got a lair.
It's the boat room where I roll my bones.
I got a lair.
You guys are dweebs. God.
Yep.
Shut up.
Really? We're sitting around playing an RPG. Do you think that's going to sting?
D&D
Really?
on a Sunday night, guys.
How much worse does it get?
What?
Oh, it can get worse.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, okay.
When is the-
I realized just as I said that was probably not.
When is the LARPing season starting, Arthur?
Again, we're looking at Adam.
Oh, no,
I think he's working at
LARPing.
a fast food restaurant.
LARPing. The only LARPs that I participate in is watching the series LARP from Geek and Sundry. Boom.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
Boom.
The guys that I worked with my last job found out that I played RPGs, and they could not shut up about that movie about LARPing. I mean, I got the most unbelievable amount of abuse about that movie as you could ever
No idea
imagine.
what movie we're talking
I don't know what movie you're talking about either. Are we talking about The Black Knight starring Martin Lawrence? Because that was a pretty good LARPing movie.
No, I think it was actually called LARP
Oh,
I
okay.
have no idea,
or
man.
something. I think that was actually LARPing or LARPers.
Oh,
or
was
something
it the
like
was it the one with Peter Dinklage and Summer Glau?
that. Thankfully, I can say I have never seen it, so I don't know. But they had just
I
a
think you might
mountain
be
of fun.
talking about
That was a
Knights of
recent
Badass
LARPing
Them.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Knights of
previews
Badass
looked
Them was
hilarious.
actually pretty funny.
The previews looked awesome. I haven't
Oh
seen it
man,
yet.
it was actually pretty good. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it then.
So they go to a LARP and then they actually summon a demon by accident. And the demon
Oh,
starts.
fucking
So
nice.
everyone's like, nice costume, man. Oh, my bowels.
What's
I
this
need
movie called?
those.
What's it
Knights
called?
of Badassdom. It has Peter Dinklage, so
Mhm.
it's Tyrion from Game of Thrones and Summer Glau, which is
So River.
yeah, River. No, I was gonna go
River.
with what's her name from that other show where she's John Connor, robot.
You mean Terminator?
That's the one. Yeah.
How do you know John Connor but you don't know Terminator? Like, what's going on there, man? There's
know, sorry.
some disconnect there that you need to fix.
I've been playing Reciteer for like 8 hours over the last.
Wow,
few days.
are you fucking serious? I need to. Are you streaming it?
Yeah, I was streaming it, and I got
God,
the highlights. up.
Hamana, Destiny, and you're like, oh my god, I want to kill myself.
So
I really fucked it up last night. I was getting tired. I
Yeah.
literally said, okay, I have to pay the bill today. I better not spend this giant pile of money I just got. I'm so glad I had this giant pile of money. And then 5 seconds later, I'm like, oh, look, everything's on sale. I better spend all this money. And as soon as I did, I was like, no, shit! I don't have enough to pay the store bill. And I got a game over, and I was like, yeah, I knew that was coming. I even called it.
Well, tune in every day to watch Arthur play anime bullshit.
Anime bullshit, indeed.
Anime bullshit.
I think I'm going to be through that game pretty quickly, though. I mean, I don't expect it'll go another 5 or 6 hours, maybe.
I should get you stuck on some JRPGs, dude.
Nope.
You'll be there for like 90 hours being like, why can't I put the lightning key inside the orb ball?
Nope. Long Live the Queen is next on my list because that game is fantastic. And then I'm
You know, you can murder motherfuckers in that game, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can also
Like
take over
hardcore,
countries
like-
with an iron fist.
Like 12-year-old girl just like worrying about whether she can wear a dress or not is also murdering the shit out of people. It's a really cool game. Super
What
cool.
game is this?
Long live the queen. hella visual novel, but like if you read between the lines, there's some shit going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're sidetracked. Let's get back on it. Adam, we lost your camera somewhere. I'd ask you how you're doing, but apparently you're dying of dust inhalation. So
No, things are good. Yeah, I switched locations just momentarily, but hopefully this time next week, be back in the basement. No, I've been really busy, but looking forward to some Plunder and Peril.
Mm-hmm.
you're missing out on some hub, that's for sure.
Oh man, I wish my Thursdays have been just something's been coming up every week, and so unfortunately I've been missing out on some 5e action. Sorry to miss.
Well, last week they managed to get themselves framed for murder after murdering people.
Wonder how that happened.
You
All
know,
aboard the
one
murder
one thing
hope.
I've learned about your games is that there are consequences to every action, regardless,
'Cause,
big or
like,
small.
remember that time you guys walked into a temple with the evil cultists and they were super polite and they were like, just don't come back no matter what you do. You can leave the town, we promise we won't murder you. And you guys are like, okay, we won't come back. Then you left and then you came back and they were like, oh, you're back. Obviously you've come here to kill us. That's why we arrayed our entire defense force and you're surrounded. Oh, look, we just ate your party leader.
I'm not
Everyone was
complaining.
like, I
I'm
can't
just,
believe this fight turned out so badly for us. And I was like, gee, I wonder how that happened.
It's not like they were, completely prepared or anything.
Don't come back.
it was the polite thing that threw me and probably threw my fellow party members.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's
polite
weird
evil
when
pe-
people don't
polite
want to
evil
murder
people
you.
just like it's like, oh,
What are you talking
maybe
about?
they're okay, maybe they'll let it slide, but yeah.
They just wanted to worship their demon lord of peace. They weren't bothering anybody. There wasn't any,
What's
like,
that?
evil sacrifices going on.
Arthur, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who is your favorite villain you've ever portrayed in your games? Because you gotta have one. You gotta have one.
I already know it's Osprey.
No, it's not Osprey. It's actually going to be from Carrying a Crown again. It's going to be the mayor. So he was like, nah, I say again, I need you to go, and I need you to murder all them cultists. Y'all hear me? I said, I need you to murder them damn cultists. And they bought it. They bought that shit. The party was like, okay, we'll accept money to murder these guys. And no one questioned it. No one questioned the fact that the mayor was like, I need you to assassinate everyone. By the way, the sheriff's also in on it, so don't trust anything he says. Everyone was like, okay, you seem like a legitimate dude. I'll accept that money for hire.
Where's Longhorn Foghorn? You don't. I mean Longhorn.
Leghorn, yeah.
There you go. You don't question it.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn.
All
You don't
right.
question
I'm just a Kentucky fried
Have you seen that Little
prosecutioner.
Caesars commercial, by the way, where he's like, nah, I'm just a small town pizza loyal, but I think that these pizza deals are perfectly legal.
Wow.
No, I haven't.
That
I'll
just-
put it in the chat.
Anything bacon crusted should be perfectly legal,
Oh, yeah,
by the
of
way.
course, yeah.
Bacon crust? That
Yeah,
sounds
it's
amazing.
bacon crusted double bacon pizza. Dave,
Mm.
let's
Yo.
get back on track. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I came back from GDC without the plague, so yay me. I met like 700 developers though. Holy crap! There was so many people there. We hosted a few parties for Humble Bundle. It was great. If any of you were there, and you would have just been like, oh my god, so much alcohol for free. So like, it was a good time. I'm glad I'm back streaming now because I missed it, but I'm back now after that long hiatus week thing. We fixed up Rafi. Rafi is not terrible anymore, thank God. He's actually a functional human.
You think he was
Or
not
half orc.
terrible, but you need to realize that he was doing at least a third of the damage last week.
Well, okay, he had
I
one.
was fixing to say, define terrible, because he was tanking like a maniac, and he was still doing, yeah, like you said, a third of the damage.
Well, here's
so.
the thing. Now he's even more competent
Hey.
as a tank, and now
Even
he's
more what?
even more competent as a tank,
Oh.
and now he actually has spells that aren't just situational for damage. So, yay, Rafi. Yeah, I'm super excited to get back into this. I'm actually wanting to see what you throw at us now because before I was like, man, my character's almost dead from one hit. Something's going on here. I got to change that. So, thanks to everyone for doing that for me. Like, Pathfinder for me is like, whoosh, like all those
Actually,
numbers, man.
I actually missed all that. I was watching the YouTube video.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Moving on. Dan, how are you doing
yeah.
this week?
I'm doing all right. Just another week of class. I've had family in town, so I've been entertaining them. I recently found out that Darzanabal has just enough gold for a Masterwork Steel Shield and a
You need a
Silver
shield, man.
Wakizashi. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have Shield and... Hey, you got to remember, I was the one who took down one of those Drakes in one round.
That's true.
With the 3 key attacks.
Yeah, but you also
So-
almost got invaded by land crocodiles, saltwater crocodiles.
Well,
Alligators.
I was put in the position of tank and was not built as a tank.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. I'll be able to help you out this time. Don't worry, I got it.
I bet you
We
do.
can do it
Nice.
together.
You-
I'm still a sorcerer though. Still a sorcerer.
Dom, how are you doing?
Well, I did NoCon this weekend. A local con. We were dwarf. A hillbilly group of dwarves with country accents.
Oh yeah, throw us an accent.
Nope, I'm already accent out.
I agree.
I'm tired.
Craig,
I only got like 4 hours of sleep.
how are you doing, Craig? By the way, I took an informal poll. 100% of 2 people voted that you were not the most useless character on Jade Regent last week.
Not the most useless.
yeah.
Nice.
I know it's hard to remember, but you did fucking wreck the Goblin Chief with a Falchion critical, so...
Yep.
I actually need to watch that when I get
Yeah,
sleep.
if I actually roll double digits, a
More
character can probably.
importantly, you also saved Dan's character's life by taking the Goblin dude and...
Oh, and aiming the
firing
bottle
the
rocket out.
Everyone else
yeah.
is like, I can't save Dan, I don't know what to do! And you were just like, I'm just gonna drag the body outside.
Are you saying that Dan's having trouble surviving in multiple
Yeah.
games?
Say it ain't
Yes.
so.
It's almost like Dan has multiple dexterity build melee characters, and all of them are dying constantly.
Yeah.
Imagine
Tough,
that.
man. It's tough to keep a squishy alive. So, anyway, pretty good week. I've gotten a lot of work done on my hot rod. Was out there most of the day today,
I'll
and
be
morning yesterday. So progress is good. No drama at work. No drama at home. Pretty good.
How is the engine noise level?
It doesn't.
Have you achieved Panzer tank levels of noise yet?
Everybody keeps going, man, you should put mufflers on that. It has chambered mufflers. Yeah, it's not glass packs even. It actually has chambered mufflers.
If you put
on
more than one muffler on a car, does it work?
Well, it's dual exhaust. So
No, I
it
mean,
has,
there's a muffler, and then
Oh,
on
you
the
mean
end of the
in
muffler,
series?
there's another muffler.
Yeah. Yeah, you can actually do that. And I actually, on my old car, I had a glass pack, and then in the back a chambered muffler for the difference in sound, literally. So that's exactly what you're doing when you put a catalytic converter on a car.
It's
is
like
you're
a
putting
silencer for your car.
yeah, but it doesn't matter. You have so much noise coming through the headers and through the exhaust in front of the mufflers and all that. It's stupid.
How's it in the cab? Is it very noisy in there?
Huh?
Inside the car, is it very noisy inside of it, or is it just outside?
Huh?
What? I can't hear you. Something
Yeah,
destroyed my eardrums.
It's insane inside the car, but it's
Nice.
not painful or anything. It's not like driving a open header race car or something, which I've done for a good part of my life. So.
Man, you're a metalhead. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And I do that too.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I got a couple of announcements up front real quick. This week, Friday, we have Reign of Winter, Adventure Path. but it's an every other Friday deal, and the Friday gaps are going to be filled in with World Wrestling RPG. Dave will be joining me with that. John Smith from the Iron Helix Collective will be joining me as well. I've invited a few other people. I think Dave's GM, his normal GM, will be joining us as a player. So
He's scary into wrestling, like scary. And like the moment I told him about it, he was like, "All right, here's your ideas that you should roll with, Dave, for your characters." And I'm like, "No, I'm playing fucking Crocodile Dundee on the thing. Thank you very much."
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I really want to put you against Vincent Viet Cong. Just like have that nationalist battle as the first opening match.
I don't know how this system works, but we'll work it out.
I think I'm going to cry of laughter.
Yeah.
Good.
I hope it's funny. I hope it's funny. I hope it's just the
it's fantastic.
most glorious thing ever. Yeah.
Well, if you're looking for more information about how to play WWWRPG, you can find it at nbddesigns.com. They even have an actual play where the creator sits down with his playtesters and shows.
That's super
six-
boring to
yeah.
watch, though. It's super boring to watch. I tried to watch it, and I'm
was
like, my
super
god,
amazing.
it's super boring. Like, the start was like, and this is how you play a wrestling game that we put together. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a wrestling game, but you're making
No,
it
no.
do
Rip me in the
No,
eye.
you got to skip forward to the parts where they're doing action.
Yeah, I get that, but it's just like, God,
Right.
you are the creator of this game. Have some fucking pizzazz or something like that. I don't know.
That's
Well,
the thing,
then
is that
show.
most of the action and announcement is going to be done by the players. You guys will see. It'll be up in about 2 weeks.
In this corner.
Yeah, so I mean, the GM doesn't really do that much. Most of the battles are going to be player on player,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
you
he's
work
on the
together
top
to put
rope.
on a good show. But the third or more players act as the announcers, and one of them is the primary announcer who can, if someone fails a roll, they can be like, actually, that succeeded because I'm the announcer and I'm going to hype that shit.
Yeah, like, even if they miss a kick, it's like, oh my god, he kicked him so
Yeah, it
hard.
happens all the time in pro wrestling, right? Come on,
That gif of like the guy getting kicked in the face, but there's like this much space between it. It's like, yeah.
I can't believe that super kick connected.
Yeah.
You gotta believe it, brother.
Yeah.
Step to a Slim Jim.
No, that's not happening.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
Nope.
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 Just
you
please
go
tell me
first.
one of your players is playing the boulder.
Nope.
The boulder. Avatar.
The boulder. I remember him now. I always like what's her name better.
I don't know what you guys are talking
Tough.
about.
It's from Avatar, the last.
Oh,
one.
right, yeah.
So about this game,
Yeah, no,
It's
we're about to
basically
get to it in
Macho
just
Man
one more
Randy
second.
Savage.
I have to rep for
Macho
someone
Man
else.
Randy Savage.
If you
playing-
watch my streams, and sometimes you may find yourself wondering, gee, I wish there was a stream to watch before I watch Arthur's streams. If only there was someone who ran games in that time slot. Well, guess what? There is! I'm putting it in the chat right now. His name is Kale, so it's Kaleun Damon. I'll be putting a link to his channel in the YouTube description, and it's in the Twitch chat now. He doesn't run that frequently, but, you know, you can follow him, and whenever he does run, he does it from 4 to 8, so just before mine. Does Pathfinder as well. Everything is excellent. Now, about that game, as we said. Does anyone remember what happened last time?
Oh, yeah. Who could forget?
Got wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Got wrecked.
I think the saving grace was was Rafi coming in and taunting the shit out of that priest. It'd be a very different game going ahead if we hadn't have done that.
You mean
But-
with a crocodile? Where a crocodile
Yeah,
in the party?
that's right. Yeah,
What priest? It's like priest.
yeah,
Cultist.
Where Crocodile Cat Man?
so-
yeah.
it started out in a arena brawl in the tavern, and we successfully beat up some Three Stooges. It ended with raining horses, but they forfeited shortly before that point.
Yeah. I wanted to see how messy that got, but it never happened.
hmm So we agreed to, as officers aboard the Raven's Crown,
Yep.
and our first mission was to
It's actually called the
obtain the
Magpie Princess, by the way.
Magpie Princess. Okay. The masthead was our first mission, and so which was of a raven with a crown above its head. So the first mission was to obtain a masthead. In order to obtain this masthead, we had to do another errand, and that was to go to the woodcutters and obtain. I'm trying to remember their favor. I can't remember exactly, but eventually we had to go to the.
Drakes.
Yeah, we had to go to the river and fight the river drakes, which we successfully defeated. So we came back. The woodcutters were happy because the river drakes were gone, and therefore they gave the mason that crafted the stone that we needed to put on the masthead for the ship. So we got back to the ship. On the docks, we were attacked by a couple were sharks.
Where crocodiles?
Which
I think
were
they were.
crocodiles. My bad. And one of our companions contracted the lycanthropy. I can't say it.
Lycanthropy? Lycanthropy.
Yes,
Ah.
that's it. We went to the temple of Caden, and they said, "Oh, we'll try our best," and they failed twice. But thanks to our half-orc sorcerer, through some massive intimidation, they tried a third time and succeeded to remove this curse upon our cat friend. So now we're aboard the ship. We've got a mission to retrieve the treasure of... I'm forgetting the name.
3 Reasons to Live.
Ex-husbando.
3 Reasons to Live. So now we're setting sail to find this treasure.
Right, but close enough.
Okay.
Stuff happens.
So what has happened is that you have been sent back to the ship early because you finished your task much sooner than anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
You're to install the masthead on the front of the ship and then guard the ship until the captain returns. Captain Varosa Lanteri is heading to the nearby village of... what's the name of that village again? Boggs Bridge, where she's recruiting some more low-level sailors and checking with the diviner to see if she can find one more piece of the 3 Reasons to Live before the boat launches. So, that puts you guys on your way back to the boat. Does anyone have Profession Sailor?
You would think that we would, but we don't.
I'm
Most
hoping
likely.
someone took it. Given
I
the fact
have-
that you live on a boat.
I do.
I have a rank in it.
Okay.
I have a rank in
You are
it.
capable
I
of
would
guiding
not
your
recommend.
launch back without dying.
I actually have 2 professions here that I haven't picked yet. That's a good point.
Huh. I
I
wrote
took
it
a
in,
rank
but
in
I
it.
didn't put a single point in it. I should fix that.
Everyone's like, yeah,
Fix it,
Profession
Excel.
Sailor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I took swim and all